Hello YouTube! How is everybody? Long time no speak. I am out today on the Suzuki GSX S1000 GX, which I have on loan from Suzuki, and it was supposed to go back on Friday, but it has been extended, so I still have it! Yay! It's actually my first time out on the bike for 3 weeks, and I've just been out on my usual kind of weekend circuit, just seeing my friends, getting coffee, catching up. I found a plant. This is my favourite plant. So I'm transporting this home and I'm really hoping it doesn't fall out. So I'm riding a little bit carefully. And also I need to give you guys an update on how my last advanced motorcycling observation ride went, because I am a little bit behind on that. And also, yeah, I've not done a video for a little while. So I owe you guys. It is an absolutely flawless autumn day. I'm very, very happy with this. You know when you wake up in the morning and you look at the sky and you think, I have to ride. I haven't ridden for 3 weeks. But I woke up this morning and I was like, nope, today is the day. So I have just stopped for some photos. I'll try and go an interesting way back. Oh, it's just lovely. It's the perfect temperature. It's the first time, well, it's not the first time this year, but this is my first time post-summer where I'm wearing some warm thermals. I have my Zero Fit base layer on. It's not the Heat Rub Ultimate, it's the slightly lighter one. But I also have a light hoodie on. I'm definitely feeling the chill this morning. I think today is the day where all the summer riders say goodbye to their friends. And they pack it in for the next, 6 months basically. September is actually my favourite month for riding. I just think this is flawless. I can't ask for a better riding situation than this right now. I know it doesn't last long. I feel like autumn is the shortest season, which is a massive shame because it's my favourite season. It just doesn't last very long. But you never know, maybe we'll get a good one this year. So I think it was like 3 or 4 weeks ago, I had my second observed ride with my IAM observer Mark, who I told you guys about in one of my latest videos. I put about 500 miles between my first and my second observed ride, so I did plenty of practicing so that when I had my second observed ride, all of the things that we covered in the first one were improved upon. And I think I did a good job with that. The problem was that when I got up in the morning on the day of my second observed ride, I was just feeling really low. I was feeling miserable. And actually the weeks leading up to that ride, although I'd done some practicing, there was a bunch of stuff going on in my personal life that was really heavily bringing me down. And when I woke up in the morning, I actually didn't want to ride. I wanted to stay at home and sulk. And so that was very obviously reflected in my riding. I was not performing my best at all, and it was very clear to Mark. Mark could see that I was not doing very well, but I think it was obvious that I didn't want to be there. And what Mark said to me was that your ride starts before you even leave the house. And if you're not feeling like you're going to have a good ride, or you're feeling miserable or angry, oh my god, this car's sitting so close, go away. If you're feeling miserable or angry or unwell, then you really need to ask yourself if you should be riding at all. And I think in that situation, if I didn't have an observation to attend, I wouldn't have ridden. Obviously I didn't want to cancel on Mark last minute, so I went. But I said under normal circumstances I would have just stayed at home. I wouldn't have gone out on the bike. I would have maybe taken myself out in the car and gone shopping or something. Got myself a little treat, cheered myself up. So that was a shame because it did feel like it affected the whole of the ride, and it was a really good route and I would have had a really fun time. Do we reckon this white Audi is going to overtake me? He's definitely going to overtake me. He wants a piece of my ass, he really does. Anyway, it was a really good route and it would have been a really fun ride. I was just not feeling it. But on a plus side, the things that I'd been working on in the weeks leading up to the observation, they were really good. My road positioning is much improved. I'm owning my space. I got really good feedback about those things, and I can now kind of move on to some slightly more intricate things. So I am now paying more attention to the order in which I do my braking and my gear changing. So I'm unlearning some bad habits and relearning some good ones. And I can feel that working, and I can definitely recognise when I'm making a mistake. So I was pleased with that, and that's something that I need to be working on. Unfortunately, I haven't ridden for 3 weeks, so I haven't been working on it. I've got to start again now. You know what would be really satisfying is if my plant falls out of my backpack and just hits this white Audi in the face. Just back off, like, what are you doing? Why are you so close? Oh dear. Anyway. So I've got some things to work on, and my next observation is going to be based around slow riding and also dual carriageways and motorways. So unfortunately, in the last 3 weeks I haven't been able to ride, and so I had to postpone my third observation, which was supposed to have been yesterday, but because I've done 0 miles, and also because I haven't been able to shake this bad mood, to be honest, I have postponed it. So I have to, in the next 3 weeks again, just really try and find some time to practice my U-turns, which I dread. I can't do a U-turn. I'm going to practice on Saffy. I'm not going to practice on this because it's definitely going to fall over, and I don't want to fall over on this. I don't want to fall over on Suzuki's wonderful bike. I want to fall over on Saffy because I can pick Saffy up and I don't care about him. And then the dual carriageway side of things, like, personally, I don't think that I have anything to learn on dual carriageways. I know that's like quite a big-headed thing to say, but I think I've got dual carriageways pretty much nailed. So I am interested to know how I can improve my riding on motorways. Apparently a lot of it is merging, so I used to fear merging onto motorways. I no longer fear merging onto motorways. I think I'm pretty good at it now. It's something that, because I used to be worried about it, I did put energy into practicing, and now I'm okay. So I am curious to get some feedback on my existing riding ability on and off of motorways, because I do so many motorways. I literally live on them. I love the motorway. I know a lot of people don't, but I really enjoy just sitting in a straight line for hours on end at the same speed. You know, some of my best daydreaming has come from motorways, so let's see. I'm looking forward to that, and I'm really kind of upset with myself that I had to postpone this week's observation, but I wasn't prepared, and I didn't want to have another occasion where I turn up to an observation unprepared and not in the right headspace for it. I don't want to waste mine and Mark's time. But I'm happy at the moment. I'm happy to be back out on the bike. A 3-week break from the GX doesn't feel like a 3-week break from the GX. I jump back on it and immediately it feels like home. I'm really, really happy to have extended my period of time with this bike. I love it so much. It is definitely my emotional support bike. It's a really weird relationship because I have 2 bikes that I own that I really love and adore, but for some reason I've just bonded so hard with this bike. They're gonna have to prize it out of my cold dead hands when they want it back. It was supposed to go back on Friday, and I sent a text message to my contact at Suzuki and I was like, hey, I haven't heard from you guys for ages, do you want your bike back? And he was like, well, we can extend it. I was like, oh my god, please, yes, thank you, I love you. He needs a service and he needs some new tyres, so I am going to arrange for that to happen, because he's no longer new. He's now coming up 6,000 miles old. He's over a year old. I've had this bike for a year now, so he needs some TLC, he needs some new tyres, so I've got to sort that out, and then on to happy future of however long I get to keep it for. Alright, I'm going to go up here because the Audi isn't indicating. Why have you put your hazards on? What is that? Bye, dickhead. Oh. Yeah, fair. Oh, look at you with your hoodie. Yeah. What is X? What does X mean? So that is the update. That is what I have for you guys. The GX gets to stay for a little bit longer. The advanced riding is not going as well as I would like it to be, but it's not because of anything that I've done, it's just the circumstances at the moment have turned out not to be so great, but it will hopefully pick up again soon and I'll get back at it. And as it just seems to be the case recently, I apologise for the delay between videos. I apologise I'm not uploading as much. Oh my god, there's that Jigsaw again. Ha! I ended up in front of you. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know if you're happy to see more GX, or do you guys actually want to see different Suzukis? Because if you do, I guess I can organise that, but I don't want to. Hope everybody is enjoying autumn as much as I am. Nothing makes me happier than the crisp, fresh autumn air and the leaves on the ground and the smell of people having bonfires and the fact that there's pumpkin spice going into everything. I don't really like a pumpkin spice latte. I like the idea of a pumpkin spice latte and I like the smell of other people's pumpkin spice lattes, but I just want like a normal latte. I want to wave to the camera as I say goodbye, but because there's a Jigsaw behind me, I feel a little bit self-conscious, so I'm just going to say goodbye and I'll catch up with you guys soon. Yeah, not waving just feels really rude, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. He's right behind me. Alright, bye.